Hi everybody, welcome back to Sharon Cullen Art. I've been away for a minute. I think it's been about 4 or 5 weeks since I have gone. Probably more like 5 weeks. I was on vacation for 3 of those weeks and getting ready for part of it, packing because we used our RV and there's so much to pack when you do that. And then after I came back, I've had unpacking and not feeling well and appointments and all sorts of stuff, which I'm going to catch you all up on today. But I do have one little unboxing to do. So my vacation was in 2 places. Oh, mosquito. Dandridge, Tennessee, which is near Gatlinburg, near the Smoky Mountains National Park. And it's on a lake called Lake Douglas, which is a dammed lake, very huge. And I did post some photos over on Instagram about it. Then we were there for 9 days with Pat's sister and brother-in-law, and we had a great time and went to a bunch of whiskey distilleries and just then we did some sky rope bridge walks and stuff like that. The big sky walk in Gatlinburg, which is the largest in North America on this continent, was down. It was down for maintenance, which I guess is a good thing. I wouldn't want to be on it if it needed maintenance, but the center of it, it is so long. It goes from mountain to mountain. It's the longest in North America, like I said, and the center has glass bottom. So you're walking across glass. And I don't do heights, but I was so psyched up and proud that I was going to be doing this. And got there and my nerves were jumping and I was thinking maybe we should go to a whiskey distillery first before we go on this. But I thought, no, that's not safe. So anyway, when it was down for maintenance, my brother-in-law, who also does not like heights, he's huge. He's like 6 foot, I don't know, 6'9" or something like that. He's very big. He hates heights too. And we were like, neither of us will go on a Ferris wheel or anything like that. Now I can do a roller coaster. I love roller coasters, but that click, 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 click going up freaks me out. So when we went to Universal Studios, when they were first opening their amusement park down in Florida years ago, gosh, it had to be 25 years ago now, we went to a soft opening where they only allowed 500 people total in the park, and I think only 150 showed up. And we had a ball riding rides over and over and over again. Sure, there were some sections that weren't open yet, but most of them were little kids sections, so it was cool. And there was this one roller coaster I remember that was so awesome. It had like 2 dragons on it. There was a good dragon and a bad dragon. I forget what movie it's from or whatever. But anyway, they race side by side on these roller coasters. And you start out flat, and when you take off, you hear click, 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 and then all of a sudden you shoot straight up in the air. So there's none of that click, 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 click dragging you up the roller coaster. It shoots you up, and I'm like, oh, I'm all about that. So then once I'm in the down process, once I get over that hump and I start, I'm okay, no problem. But a Ferris wheel, forget it. So anyway, we did that, and then we went to a few distilleries and stuff like that. We went out to dinner and celebrated Cinco de Mayo and all sorts of stuff. And then from there, we split off. They went to Ohio, to Hocking Hills. And I don't know if that's a national park. I think it's a national park. If not, it's a state park for sure. And then Pat and I went to Myrtle Beach. And we spent another week there. And we had a wonderful time. The weather was beautiful. It was not too hot. It was low 70s most of the time. One day it got up to 86, and it was the day that we had to move our camper to a new site. So there's all that packing up and moving. It was just across the street and 2 sites down, but we had to do that. Hang on. Check the heat in the art studio. Which didn't work. But my plants lived. Wow. That's good. I was wondering if these plants were going to survive because my heat went out. Those up there, they're spider plants. And my heat went out while we were on vacation. And I thought, there's no way I can fix it. The thing went down. it went offline. And once it goes offline, I lose control. My neighbor said, well, you want me to go down there? And I said, no, it's just 2 plants. If they die, it's not a big deal. I really didn't want them to die because I treat my plants like they're my babies, but they didn't die. That's great. I just noticed it. She totally reminded me. So anyway, we went to Myrtle Beach, had a great time. It was so relaxing. The day before we left, I fell again. I fell coming out of our camper, which is really steep steps down. If you know campers, there's steep steps. And I think they're making them better now, but ours are very steep. And I tripped and face planted on the ground. I had a black eye because my glasses like dug into my eye like this, and then they hit because I face planted. But luckily my glasses saved my face, you know. And come here, Tully. And then I hurt my legs. I was stiff all over, but it was the last day of vacation, so we were coming home. Now here's my big boy. He is almost, I think he's going to be as big as Diesel now. The I'm supposed to be 15 to 17 pounds thing is not the case anymore because he is now probably close to 22 pounds. And this thing I use online to tell you what their weight's going to be, because they're a certain weight at a certain age, then they figure out your breed and male or female and all this stuff when they were born. They say 23.8 pounds for his final weight. So he's going to be almost as big as Diesel within a couple pounds. He may even get bigger, but he's got long legs, so he might be a big boy. He's going to be a full-grown Boston, though, not the medium size that they told me he was. And I'm fine with it. I'd rather have a bigger dog because the bigger dogs have a better chance in the woods, you know what I mean? We've got coyotes, we have hawks that fly over. I posted either photos or video of him with 5 hawks flying overhead. He was young. He was only about 4 months old, maybe at the time, 5. We had a warm day. We were sitting on our front porch, which is one of those composite decks. It's not all wood. It's got plastic in it, and they get very hot. So in the springtime, when the sun shines on it, it'll feel like a 70-degree day when it's 50 out. So we sit out there in the spring and have our coffee and stuff, and all of a sudden these hawks are circling overhead, and he saw their shadows and immediately looked up at the sky, and I got it all on pictures at least, and he looked up in the sky and was very scared. He came running over to me, and I held him, and he was shaking. It's like he instinctively knew that these animals were bad. Gosh, that mosquito, I can't get him. And he was fine once I held him. So he knows about hawks, but now he's too heavy. A hawk couldn't pick him up. But they could kill him, you know, so I wouldn't want that to happen to him. So I want him to be able to take care of himself. This morning he went out on his own with my granddaughter. Cerberus, come here. Come here, let's meet the family. Come over here. Cerberus, come. Cerberus, come. My studio is still a mess, so excuse the mess, but Cerberus is down here. That is Cerberus. Oops, he's a big boy. Come here, Cerb. He is a 10-and-a-half-year-old, beautiful Plot Hound and Shepherd mix or something like that. He's mostly Plot Hound, though, I think. And he looks like tiger striped. He's so pretty. But he's getting old. He has arthritis. I have to give him medication every morning. And this little puppy dog, he bothers him a lot. Don't you? You pick on Cerberus. Yeah, you nip at him, you bite him. We have a behavior problem with this little guy. He's nipping really hard. He's doing a dominance thing where his eyes dilate, and then he starts like humping on your leg, and then he will nip. In fact, the other day, earlier this week, he bit me here. Just barely broke my skin. You can see a white mark in the center where his teeth were, and then the bruise around it. And it's better now. It was really dark before. But yeah, he does that a lot. So I have bruises all over me from him, and we're trying to nip it in the bud, so to speak. But it's taking some work. He is getting better, so I'm hoping he'll just grow out of it. The vet seems to think so. He is scheduled for his neutering on June 6th, so that's a sad thing. But I think it'll be good for him because we don't want him to be marking. So far he doesn't, but I worry about him marking during breeding season, which is usually spring and maybe late fall. And he could run off, and I don't want him running away. If he's neutered, he'll tend to stick around more. So we neutered Diesel, and it was a good thing. So we're just going to neuter this guy too. And there are other reasons too. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. What else has been going on with me? Let's see. Oh, I tried to paint, tried to do some plein air painting. It was all turning to crap, you guys. Literally, I could not paint anything. It looked so amateurish, and I thought, what is wrong with me? But I think what my problem was I was speeding. That's a problem I have on vacation. I tend to speed because I don't want to hold anybody up. I don't want to hold up my husband if he wants to go somewhere or do something. Part of the time I didn't feel good. I've been having a lot of difficulty with walking long distances. Can I put you down? You can sit on the couch over there, okay? Yeah, go see Sturlow or something. Okay, you're okay. So anyway, I wasn't feeling well, and I tried to walk on the beach, and the slope of the sand made it so hard on my knees. It just hurt, and I had to use a cane a lot. I wanted to take the dog for a walk, and I could only take him for very short walks, which really sucked because I want to be walking. I want to be out there. Now, in this winter, I said, this summer, I'm going to be doing so much plein air painting, and it's going to be great, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I got some news. I am scheduled for a knee replacement on June 23rd. So I'm going to be away for a while. Again, probably another month. And I'm not looking forward to this knee replacement. I've been having nightmares about it, thinking, now those of you who have had knee replacements, you probably know exactly what I'm going to say because you probably felt the same thing. You have good days and your knee doesn't hurt at all. And you think, oh, maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I really don't need a knee replacement yet. Maybe I'll be fine for a couple more years. Well, then it hurts. Or then you can't, it starts inflicting trauma into your life, like you can't walk far, you can't ride your bicycle far, you're tripping because you're not lifting your leg high enough because your knee catches or clicks. I got all those things going on. So, and I need one in my other knee now. I tore my meniscus in my other leg about a month and a half ago. No, now it's probably been 2 months ago now, trying to climb into bed knee first. And I tore my meniscus. Well, I went to the doctor, and in my MRI, he said, this meniscus is the least of your problems. He said, you are practically bone on this knee also. You are filled with bone spurs, and it's just a matter of time. He said to get to the point where my right leg is right now, my other leg is about 2 years behind, and it's already curving in. So if you guys look at my knees, you can see, I will stand up, my legs are not pretty, you guys, but this leg bends in like this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this leg, and it's larger. If I can get my chair out of the way here. This knee is larger than this knee, and this leg, I can't put my feet together because I'm knock-kneed then. This leg goes in like this. So, anyway, that's my problem. It's breaking down, and it is also causing problems. I wonder if that's why I keep getting left hip bursitis, because I'm wobbling when I walk. I do this when I walk, and it's not good. And I always thought it was coming from my back or my hip. Now I'm thinking it was my knee all this time. My right foot is falling inward. I'm flat-footed anyway, so that's a challenge for me. But with my knee going in, it's making my whole leg fall in. And then I bump my other leg because my knee is like knock-kneed. It is so weird. And I never had that problem when I was young. I had straight, well, I also had skinny legs at the time. But anyhow, you get what I'm talking about. So June 23rd, I am scheduled for a knee replacement. It was that or July 10th. And I thought, do I really want to do July 10th? I'm going to be worrying about it until July 10th, and it's going to be a problem for my summer. If I do it early in June, will it ruin my whole summer or just a month of my summer? I'm hoping it'll just be a month of my summer. And then by the end of July, I'll have my summer back again and I can do stuff. Maybe even plein air paint. I don't know. It'll all depend on how well I get moving. And I push myself really hard. When I had my back surgery this last time, it went amazingly well. And I had very little excess pain. Well, I shouldn't say that. My neck was extremely painful. When I had my neck done, that was 4 vertebrae I had fused and bone grafted and all this stuff to build my neck back up. If I didn't do it, I was going to end up paralyzed. I was minutes away from that. It was an emergent surgery. I was falling down every time I turned my head. It was paralyzing me, and I dropped to the floor, and I'd think, why am I falling? That was why. So I had that urgently done, and that's the one where I respiratory arrested, ended up with PTSD, the whole thing. So my back surgery I was freaked out about, and it went very, very smoothly. Now, this surgery I'm having at a different hospital up where I live with another doctor who did knee surgery on me. He's the one who fixed my foot drop when I broke both of my legs last summer. So he's going to do my knee replacement. He did both of my husband's. He has very, very good ratings. I go to a medical website where I look up my physicians and I check their length of stay, hospital stay rates, their infection rates, and their overall rating, and he rates higher than any doctor I knew in the city. So he does very well. So anyway, so that's what's coming up, and I will be gone for a while again. I'm already over 15 minutes in, and I wanted to tell you also, somebody was asking about my glasses. I get a lot of comments about my glasses. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. On social media, there's this, there are commercials for Pair Eyewear, P-A-I-R eyewear. You can go to paireyewear.com. That's where I got my glasses, and they are very much the shape of a couple of my other pairs of glasses. Semi-cat eye, but not too much. And I wear this style on my face because I have hooded eyelids where my eyes tend to come down. So this draws the look of my eyes back up. And that's why I like this style of frame. But I wanted to be able to mix it up a bit. You guys know how wild I am. So I got these glasses. And I can mix it up a bit. I can change from one to another, to another, to another, and I can just keep changing them. I've got these. I've got, I'm sorry, I'm looking into the camera so that I know you're seeing me right. These ones, these green ones are cool. They look like a forest. They're called Garden Path. There's a gradient one, very much like one of my old pair of glasses. This was from their Pride Month collection, but I just liked them. They're a rainbow kind of black thing. I thought they'd look good with sunglasses, which I have many of, and I'm not even through all the frames yet. I have these reflective silver ones, and whoops, I was wearing them this weekend with, for Memorial Weekend, I was wearing them with this and making patriotic sunglasses. Or, you know, you can mix them up with anything, maybe the rainbow ones, or if I don't want silver, but I want to wear the rainbow ones, maybe I will do them with the green reflective glasses and then put on the rainbow ones, or my Garden Path ones and match them that way. Or I also have these Galaxy ones that are pink. They're called the Galaxy frames, and I can put on the pink ones, or I can do these flowery ones, or whatever, you know, there's so many things you can do. Then I have some fun ones. I have some from the Van Gogh collection. These are from the Irises painting. And then I have some from Frida Kahlo. This one's called Tattoos. And then I have, let's see, I think this is another one. No, these are from the Garden Gate collection. And they're similar to the irises, only the irises look more blue and green. These are more purple and yellow. Then I have another gradient, red to ochre gradient. Then I have something from the Alice in Wonderland collection, which was a limited edition, which is gone now, but this one is called Bookcases, and there's the rabbit and everything in there, if you can see them up close. I have sparkly red ones. I have, oh, I love these ones. I forget what these are called, but I think these are in their classic collection. And, oh, I love the Peanuts. Snoopy is my favorite cartoon character in the world, but I love this. And I'm going to get some Snoopy ones too. And then this one is from the, I think this one's from the Garden Gate collection also. And what else didn't I show you? I think I've pretty much shown them all to you, but you guys, you can do so much with these glasses, and they are so much fun. I love making like different sunglasses, like here's my Peanuts sunglasses, and I just have a ton of fun with them. So anyway, that's it for my glasses, you guys. They have different frames. What you do is you just send them your prescription, or give them your doctor's phone number, and they will get the prescription, make your glasses for you in whichever frame style you want. My other favorite frame was the Kirby, but I ended up going with this one, the Wanda. And yeah, so that's that. And oh, I don't know if I showed you the navy blue ones. I got navy blue. I have some more coming. You can't stop once you start. It's kind of like the Sistico nails. Do you guys know about Sistico nails? I use their mineral bond system for my nails, and this is what they call it. They used to call it the American manicure. It's like a French manicure, only mellower, and it's not stark white tips. And I did this in order to tell somebody in the group on Facebook how you can do, they call it now a baby boomer manicure, but this is the manicure. And I did that yesterday. But it's so fun, and it stays so shiny just like the day you put it on. It lasts forever. Some people will go 6 weeks before they change their nail polish. It's not nail polish either. It's 16 free, so there's no smell to the base coat or top coat. It's amazing. No smell at all. It doesn't smell like nail polish. Everything is vegan and great for your nails, so it's not going to hurt your nails. It only takes about less than 5 minutes to do your nails. You're out the door and you don't have any smudging ever. So if you like that, you guys can contact me. I'll tell you more about it. Or just go onto Facebook and watch the group and everything they're doing with their nails. I just put up a video on how I did this yesterday. So yeah, go check it out. So enough of that. Now back to my other stuff. I did get an art supply that I wanted to tell you guys about. Let me just put this away here. I don't want to scratch my sunglasses. These toppers are about $25 to $30 depending on what you decide to purchase. And some people just get a couple, or like just a sunglass to put over their main frame. And your frames can come in different colors. You can get tortoiseshell or blue or black or clear or pink. I almost got the clear pink ones, but then when you get the sparkly colored frames that go over, like if you get black or tortoiseshell or something, these are somewhat see-through, so they look different on different glasses. So the clear allows a lot more look through them. If I had the black frames, I'll show you with this blue underneath. Put these on. See, it changes them. They look darker now, don't they? But when I just use the red, they're brighter. So that's why I went with the clear. Plus, I like a clear frame. It's kind of nice. So anyway, I wanted to show you this. Oh, let me change my glasses back because pink and red don't really go together well, but this goes. I'd been seeing these online, and I thought, I'm going to try them. An art supply that I don't need. I got to stop with this because I got way too much crap. But I got the black edition Faber-Castell pencils, and I wanted to try them out. So I just got to get the plastic off. And I want to compare them to their regular Polychromos pencils that I have. I'll get my black sketchbook out and we can check it out together if I can get this hermetically sealed plastic off. There we go. Now I got it. Yeah, they're called Black Edition. They come in different amounts. I think I got a 40 or 48 count. Let me just look. Maybe not. Maybe I got a 24. I don't know. Hang on a second here. This is 36, maybe? 36 Black Edition color pencils. Super soft. Oops, that's a different language. That's not English either. Where the heck is the English? Oh, here they go. 36 Black Edition color pencils, extra smooth, super soft lead for rich, brilliant colors, ideal for light colored and dark papers. So, let's give them a shot and see what we come up with. I'm not going to do a full picture or anything today, but I do want to show you the difference in the black sketchbook that I have. So let me just tear this thing off so I can get this out of here. And I will show you the box. The box is a metal box. Very cool. It's got this on the front and it looks like bricks. See that? And it's all like into the metal. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was rough. I was feeling this. But anywho, show you the inside. And the leads are actually black leads. I don't know if I can tip this up enough. Actually, why don't I tip the camera down, Sharon? That would be easier. There, you can see the colors that I got. I don't know if there's 48 or 72 or 120. If I was a colored pencil artist, I'd probably have gotten one that was more, that had a larger quantity. But let me go get my sketchbook and turn the camera around and we're going to check them out together. Okay, so I got the pencils here. Now, if I remember rightly, I already did swatches of all the other colored pencils I have in this book. This was a book this is a Pentalic black sketchbook. It's got kind of a soft cover, but it feels like leather on the outside. I'm sure it's just fake, vegan, So I've got some old pictures in here that I was trying to do with colored pencils. And here's one that I did, ballerina slippers. This was done with white and I think some sort of a beige gray, warm grays. And that was it. Did some pears, apple, a few different things. I don't know if I'm in frame here. Yeah. A lilac-breasted roller. That was a bird I saw online. This was done with gouache, which was fun. I thought this turned out really cool, this darkness in the background that I allowed to come through. It made it look like nighttime. Then I tried it again here. Okay, so did I do my pencils? This was the Finetech metallic watercolors. There's another thing I did. This looks like it may have been pastel. Yeah, it's coming off, rubbing off. Can see it rubbing off up here too. But I guess not. I thought there was another book that I had that is black that I had all of my samples in. So let me get my other book because I think there is another one. Hang on a second. Okay, well, I could not find it. So I don't know what I'm thinking of, but I know I did samples of stuff in here of all my different pencils. So it had to be a different book. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to compare the two pencils today. I just put this on here to hold my page open. I'm going to get my Polychromos. Here's some Faber-Castell pencils right here, colored pencils. I thought I had Polychromos too, but there's Inktense and Derwent Graphitint. No, I don't know where I put them. That's so weird. Very, very weird indeed. Okay, I'm losing my mind. But anyway, we're just going to try with these two for right now. And I'm going to show you a couple with just their regular Faber-Castell. Oh, these are watercolor pencils. What am I thinking? I need my polychromos. They must be over there. Shoot, Sharon, you gotta edit all. Okay, I found them. Holy cow. Okay, these are my colored pencils. Faber-Castell. They're regular color pencil set. They're polychromos set. And I'm just going to take a few colors. I'll take a red, a yellow, soft yellow, a green. Start with those, see how we do. So these are all polychromos pencils by Faber-Castell, and I'm going to compare them to the Black Edition pencils in just a minute. And stuff. Oh, what does it say? Burnt ochre. This one is raw umber. So you get the idea. Now let's get the others, but these are also by Faber-Castell. They're Black Edition pencils. So you pull these out. Let me move my watercolor stuff out of the way here. And let's check these out. We're just going to go right down the line. And we'll start with the white. Oh, you guys, they're like, they're triangle shaped, so they won't roll. See that? They don't want to roll. That is really nice. If I went to touch them and I'm like, oh, they're triangle, I noticed the tip. And if you look at the tip here, it's kind of flat. And then you see that? It's a triangle tip too. Very strange. One thing I want to check, since they have that triangle edge, I want to try and sharpen one and see if it becomes round. Or it's probably in... The core is probably triangle, but I don't know how it will sharpen. Oh, that feels weird. Let me turn this around. I am struggling to get it sharpened even. That's hard to do. It comes out somewhat rounded. It looks round. But I suppose when you get down to the bottom, it would get flat again, or, triangle again. That is so weird. It lays just fine. They lay real easy. They're very ergonomic in the hand. Okay, now I did notice they put a black in here, which is my last color. And when you look at it closely, you can see it there. But on the paper, it's very difficult to see. So I thought, why would you put a black in the set? Well, I think the reason would be when you're layering and you need a black, maybe a black to go on top of something. So what if I take it and I, whoops, hit the dog with it. Sorry there, Tully. And maybe I needed to put a line over a lighter color like a pink. Nope, it does not layer real well. It's they're very creamy pencils in a different way than let's say Prismacolor pencils. Let me see. Let me take a couple of Prismacolors here. I'll just grab a light blue, for instance. Oh, there goes my phone. Hang on, people. Just spam. Okay, so here's a polychromos light blue. And the polychromos pencils, I think, are terrific. I think they're as good or are better than these pencils. I love the way they lay. I barely have to put any pressure down at all. Let me try a darker color like an ultramarine. This looks like an ultramarine. Yep. Here's an ultramarine. See how you can see the ultramarine compared to the polychromos? And then this would probably be ultramarine for this set, which they only give numbers for, 707. So I'm going to put this next to it. Do you see a difference? I think that the polychromos is brighter than the Black Edition set. So, and can I layer over them? Probably better than I could with than I could with one of these pencils. Yeah, look at how I can layer over this. No problem. Can I layer over that? Let's see. I'll layer over their set. Yes, I can, but when you get to the center where it does not lay as well. So, let me try a black. Let's see, where are my blacks at? I got everything covered here. This must be a black, right? Well, this is a dark gray. Come on, Sharon. Here's a black, I think. Nope, this is 70% gray. Where's my blacks? Here's a black, and it's, of course, the lead is very used up. Let me see. Like, I just gotta quickly sharpen. There we go. Now it's not. Okay. If I put my black over this green, which is a Prismacolor, look at how well it covers. It almost looks like I erased it on both sides. Am I zoomed in? I don't remember. No, I'm not. If you look at it, this is the black. Do it over the blue, and it almost looks like I erase it. Can I do it over these polychromos? I can. Can I do it over these? Probably. No, it's harder. Look at that. You can still see the color through it. Now, what if I press really hard? I don't want to break my sharp lead. If I press really hard, yes. But when I do it with their black, there's a weird resistance that I feel. Look at this, how I'm going over it and over it and over it, and you do not get the same color effect as you do with a Prismacolor pencil. See the difference? Prismacolor versus this. Big difference, I think, in the amount of depth you get in a Prismacolor black versus this black. Let me zoom in a little more so you can see the difference. See the difference from these two? So, my review, just in using them like this, is that this is just a money grab for Faber-Castell. Their regular polychromos pencils, which are wonderful pencils, work just as good as these. Their deeper colors, yes, are a little bit brighter, slightly brighter, because the polychromos probably were not meant for black paper. But it's possible. And the Prismacolors work good on everything. You know, they are always my fallback pencil, no matter what. I always go to my Prismacolor set. I have a set of 150, I believe, or whatever it is, and I love them. There is no way that I don't think anybody can beat when I use a light yellow like this light yellow. comes out brighter. A green, pink, they just look great. There is no way that any of them can beat the cheap Prismacolor Premier pencils. I'm trying to find some regular greens. That is not really like a regular green. I'm trying to find one here, and I cannot. Probably packed them all for my trip. Well, this is a peacock green, and this looks more sage. It's a kelp green, but they're very dark, and you can see them, but they are dark. And then if I want to put a light color over it, I can. If I want to put black over it, I can. No problem. So, these pencils, they lay nice. They don't seem to layer nice. I'm going to try layering 2 colors here. That might be this color, yeah. I'm just going to take this one and extend it. And then I'm going to take this, like, pale purple and try to layer over it. And you can. They're not bad, but I tell you what, the creaminess of the Prismacolor feels so much better. So much better. I'm trying to find a color that would be similar here. Is this similar? Here's a Prismacolor. It's a little bit darker, a little different. And then here's a lighter pale violet. No problem laying over the top. This is a different one. Prismacolor Premier wins hands down over this black set. And I hate to make a poor review over any pencil company, but I feel that this set is a waste of money. It's a true waste of your money. I will actually link it down below if somebody is interested in buying it and trying it themselves and getting a feel for the pencils. They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I think they're beautiful colors and they lay very nicely, but I feel that Prismacolor Premier works better. Polychromos by Faber-Castell works just as nicely. A few colors are a little brighter. They don't have as many deep colors, at least in this set. They look deep in here, but they're not really that deep. When you look at the leads, see, they're not super deep. Even their deepest blue, which is what I would call an ultramarine here. This one, I'm trying to look through the camera instead of at my pencil set. This one right here, that is their deepest color that they have, the deepest value. And then the rest are lighter all the way across the board. So, stick with Prismacolor Premier because they work beautifully, just beautifully. Oops, here I am. So that's my review of these pencils. I wish I could get my money back after trying them. I really wish I could get my money back because these were not cheap. How much did I spend on these? Let me see. I'm just going to look it up. Okay, according to this, I paid about $38 for the set of 36. To get a set of Prismacolor Premier pencils, you can get a 36 set for $28, $10 less. They look better. And you can get the full set of Prismacolor Premier pencils, all 150, for $138. So hands down, get the Prismacolor Premier pencils. They are so versatile and they layer over things like mixed media and watercolor and gouache and everything else. Well, these I'm sure they will. I'm going to try it out and see. I don't see why they wouldn't, but why spend the extra money when you can get a set of beautiful Prismacolor Premier pencils that have been reviewed for the last, I don't know, 20, 30 years, and they're always wonderful. We did go through a period of time when the core of the pencil was not good, but they've improved over the years. They're not as good as they were in the old days when they used a special hard wood, and now they use a softer wood. The core of the pencils were breaking. Like if you dropped a pencil, it would break, and that kind of thing. Down inside the pencil, like not just at the tip here, but it could crack down inside. And the pencils were not always bored into the pencil in the center. Sometimes they were off. And I don't know if I have any of those. Most of my pencils are old from before the company was sold, and you can see that these are all centered very well, but the core of the pencils were not for a while. They were using cheap stuff, cheap company, and the pencils were not great. Mine are great. So I know that they're better now. They are cheaper now because they are using cheaper wood, and a different company is doing the work, but they've improved the quality of the pencil over the years. So anyway, that's my deal. This has gone on for 25 minutes. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to let you guys go. And yeah, so that is my take on these pencils. They look beautiful. They do look beautiful, but so do Polychromos and Prismacolors, and my Caran d'Ache look great on here. So if you want to see them compared to other pencil sets that you have, Caran d'Ache or some cheaper sets that you have, I can do that. I don't know what other color pencils I have. I could look into that. But if you want to see them compared further, just let me know in the comments down below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that kind of stuff. And hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos coming up. You can follow me over on Instagram at sharoncullenart. I post a lot of stuff over there, not just artwork, but stuff about my family, stuff going on in my life, so you can catch up on all that. I do intend to try and get some painting videos out. Right now, my sister-in-law is very ill, and they're very concerned about her, so I've got my mind on that a lot. And yeah, and the dogs. The reason I have my son's dog is they're on their honeymoon. They got married a year ago, and they're just taking their honeymoon. They're in Alaska on a cruise, and they're having a wonderful time. They're sending me all sorts of photos, and I find it kind of funny. When I got married 40 years ago, we didn't have internet. We didn't have cameras that you could send photos live to somebody else, and I never called my parents on my honeymoon. But my son is keeping in touch with me. It's so funny. But they've also been married a year, so it's a little bit different. I don't know. Anyhow, you guys remember, be courageous, paint with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. I got to get into some practice painting because my painting sucks so bad, and I got to improve on it. So I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. God bless you.